Thanks, guys. It's great to see everybody again. I think it's been 3 days. So, basically, you know, we start our 8th summer camp, and goals sort of remain the same as summer camp from my perspective. You want to come out of it healthy. You want to see what people retain from a functional standpoint in terms of what they've retained technique-wise, the foundation of our concepts and things of that nature. And then you want to find out position changes, what our new guys like, put their feet on the ground. We've had 3 practices, 2 of them have been in shorts, so very difficult to assess the shorts practices. Today's pads, you know, we just finished it, so I'll take some questions. The best way to do it.
Mark? I think last summer, defensively, you guys were able to accelerate things with all the experienced guys back, if I remember correctly. Are you still able to be ahead of like a normal year with the experience you have back, or is it much different this year in terms of putting the whole thing together?
No, I think we're still ahead defensively from that standpoint. You know, our guys that have been here, they've gone through spring practice. The majority of our players are not redshirt freshmen in that group. They're guys with experience. Maybe they haven't started every single game, but they have. They've been in the rotation. So that's been a positive thing. The things that we install really are on the same timeline that we have always done it. And we put a lot in, you know, on a daily basis. So we're into our third practice. Probably 80% of what we do defensively will be in by the end of 7 days. So, you know, we're going to continue to just move forward. There's a lot of retention by our older players, as you would imagine, and you know, I think it's a good situation. You know, we have a lot of guys who have played for us, so it's business as usual right now. Yeah, I think our players have a lot of confidence on the defensive side of the ball. They've had great success. We've got a lot of players back with game experience, and people are waiting their turn to make a statement. So whoever that is, and there's a lot of different people that you can bring up in that regard, but there's a foundation of who we are that remains from within our players. There's a foundation there. And again, there's a lot of positive energy comes from our coaches and our teaching progression and things we've been able to accomplish on the defensive side of the ball. And, you know, those things just springboard you into the next, I think, the next phase. And this is 2014 now. So, again, we have to develop our reputation again. And, but I think there's confidence there. And as I said earlier, you know, it's not like we're slowing things down. You know, we're taking things that we need to work on and working on those things. We're accelerating our pace in terms of the installation and those type of things. Well, I think anytime you're able to accomplish your goals, which those were our goals, and they're always our goals to win every football game and win a championship, and then if you can do those things, if you can get to the championship game, you can springboard into the championship, and you can springboard that game into something greater. And so that's our goals. And you know, when you climb the mountain, you look up. You find there's a little bit more to find, there's a little bit more to do. Now, can you climb back up that mountain to see that? That'll be the challenge. So again, that goes back to handling success. And again, we talk about things internally, but at the same time, you have to be resilient, you have to readjust your goals as you move forward, and you cannot put too many things in front of what's right in front of you. And that's, you better be excited about playing game 1 before you get to game 2. You better be excited about our first scrimmage before you get to game 1. And if not, you know, I don't think you can be as good as you can, because enthusiasm is so important, and focus. And that comes from, that's an intangible, so that's just a way of thinking.